Hey guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So again, I'm using the storyteller dice on top of each deck as an addition to your story or message. And you can go ahead and choose which deck. Pause the video if you have to. And we are going to go ahead and begin with deck number 1 here. All right. So the storytelling dice, you have ice cream. So maybe this is just talking about, some sort of hint or clue or confirmation of something, especially if you really love ice cream or if your person of interest loves ice cream or something of that sort. I also feel like maybe this is speaking about possible diet. I don't know if this could be just letting you know that maybe you should treat yourself, or maybe you're overindulging on too many sweets. Personality wise, maybe it is just talking about someone who is either cold yet sweet. So yeah, I'm just going to give you that brief story there, or brief message. All right, and then we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Hierophant. We have the Star. We have the Ten of Wands. We've got Seven of Swords. Overall energy, Justice. Nine of Pentacles. And the Three of Wands. Already for some of you, I'm feeling like that ice cream might be talking about removing something from your diet. So maybe someone needs to cut down on sugars or could be lactose intolerant. All right, so with the overall energy here, I feel like you guys are trying to balance certain things in your life. I feel like something is happening in order to establish some sort of peace in your life. There was too much of something going on, and I just feel like that is coming to an end. For some of you, this is even about maybe, spending so much time alone is coming to an end. Because maybe you're getting ready to go into a new soul contract. So some phase in your life might be ending, especially if you've been single. And I feel like maybe now you are moving into a direction with a relationship where there could potentially be a commitment. Another thing I'm seeing here is possibly being released from a job, including if you are an independent contractor or entrepreneur. It does look like maybe somebody is going back into the work field, or if you remain an entrepreneur, it could be that you're moving just into a completely different career field than what you're doing now. But yeah, I feel like you're getting ready to start something new in regards to your professional life. And, at the same time, even though there is an ending, this is something that you wished for, or something that you've been praying about. And I feel that, you're finally getting a response from the universe. But even though something, you're being rewarded or gifted with something, it still comes with hard work. So I kind of feel like you're going to be working hard, but it might be doing your dream job. The energies are kind of mixed here, because I'm getting like one part feels like weight is being lifted from you. Like you don't have to do something alone anymore. But it's like you end up still working hard or feeling like there's a lot on you. So maybe something initially starts off easy and then becomes more difficult with time. Or it's just more so about you still have to work hard, but at least this is something that you're passionate about or something that you want to work hard for. It does seem like you're taking on some sort of big responsibility. You could be put in a position where you feel like you're responsible for a lot of people, the masses, or something of that sort. It's like, now it could just be, becoming an influencer. It could be some sort of light work, but it does seem like you are now taking on some sort of big responsibility, and maybe you're helping a lot of people in a big way. It does look like you're sharing information. You could be sharing stories about your personal life to help other people find their path. Maybe you're giving away job secrets or career secrets. It just seems like information is being shared with a lot of people, and people are taking in this information. Big responsibility. Okay, now I'm getting something like extermination. I don't know if someone works for an exterminating company or if you have your own exterminating company. But I kind of feel like maybe this is tied into it. Like that's some sort of confirmation for you. You might be unaware that someone is keeping tabs on you, or trying to find out information about you. Now, career-wise, it could just be them doing some sort of a background check. In a love situation, I feel like maybe someone isn't necessarily following you, but they're constantly going to your page. If you have social media, they're constantly going to your page just to see what your updates are. You might find yourself revealing a secret, or someone might confess something to you. It's hard to say because, again, I'm just getting mixed energy. Like 1 minute I'm seeing like open honesty, open door policy, open, just openness. And then I see something being covered up and hidden and removed, or blocked. It could be that something is being shared and then blocked. This might be something as simple as somebody's subscription service. Like something is partially open, but for the rest, like you need a subscription. Yeah. Relationships. I don't know. I feel like some things are changing if you're in a relationship. It looks like an ending. If you guys don't break up, then maybe it's more so about changing some things in the relationship in order to fix whatever has been going wrong. Just like making some major changes in a relationship. Could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, or a Gemini. Now, spiritually, if you've been trying to find out some information, it seems like that information will only come to you in a dream. Like you have to be in a very calm state of mind to receive some certain type of information. Maybe you're wanting to hear from someone. Whatever it is, I feel like you're having to be asleep. You might find out that someone just got out of a relationship or just got a divorce. I feel like somebody is seeing someone else's ending as an opportunity for themselves. Or let's say somebody got fired at the job and somebody's like, I wonder if they had already figured out who's going to fill that position. So I feel like maybe somebody is already wanting to move in on a situation. It ended for somebody, but it's like opportunity for you. If you're just now breaking up with somebody, the minute somebody finds out you're single, I feel like they want to move towards you. I'm also getting something about like Gemini energies either coming in between two people or Gemini energy being the cause of two people coming together. It could be that someone is sending messages through another person or trying to find out information and then they're reporting it back to somebody. It's like, okay, let me find out this information and then I'm going to tell so-and-so. I'm also getting that either you are thinking about an air sign or they're thinking about you, but there's no communication at the moment. The reason why this energy might be mixed is because somebody is ending a relationship and going right into another one. So it's like somebody isn't even single for that long. And then, like I was saying, career-wise, it's like, maybe you're accepting some sort of position where you have like a lot of responsibility. But then you start to feel like it's a burden or it's like, oh, this is harder than what I thought. I feel like maybe somebody is having problems keeping steady employment. Somebody is having a hard time following rules. Somebody just kind of feels like a rebel and it's just like, this is not for me. Like, I don't like conforming to rules. I want to do my own thing. Yeah. So someone is definitely going against the grain and doing what they want to do. It's like if you can't do what you want to do, then it's not for you. Mm, hmm. I kind of feel like somebody's image is also a facade or something. Or somebody is like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Either you are going to reveal something that is very shocking, or you find out information that is just, it turns you on your head. Like you're having some sort of big awakening or realization based off of something that was revealed to you. Mm, there could be something going on with a fire sign, or you learn something about a fire sign. Spiritually, though, I see two people who are connected telepathically. And I feel like maybe you're just now realizing this, or it gets confirmed. Kind of feels like if there's also some kind of drama at the job, like somebody is going to tell you who was involved with something or who got you fired. Um, I don't know. I kind of feel like somebody is maybe snitching or is trying to cover something out, but is still getting exposed. I feel like every time something gets revealed, like everyone scrambles to clean it up or cover it up. Now, this might have something to do with any type of politics or something big on media, like the news. It's like every time something, the truth is being revealed, or something crazy and is exposed on the news, I feel like then people are scrambling to cover up that story or twist it around. Maybe kind of almost like the whole Miami alien situation, where at first, you know, somebody in particular I keep thinking about was talking about what they experienced, and then the next thing you know, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about, like that never happened. So I don't know, like you don't, it's kind of like you don't know what to believe, because everything is just kind of being thrown out there, and it's just being twisted, and I don't know. I kind of feel like just kind of you have to use what do you call it, discernment when trying to figure out the truth about some things. Again, just using the Miami thing as an example. Let's say people were like, oh, aliens are a hoax. And it's just like, okay, well, what happened that was a fight that was so big that it caused, several miles of police to come running, so it's just like, okay, well, something happened then, so I kind of feel like certain things you're needing to pick apart. So, it may be telling you something about the media that's going to be revealed. Now, also, maybe you work for the media and that's just part of your job. You have to go and find certain things that are being exposed and try to cover it up. Or maybe you're a storyteller, maybe you're a filmmaker. So, that's just part of the job, is creating stories and illusions for entertainment. Yeah. I feel like something, I feel like there also could be a health scare with a celebrity, and I feel like they're trying to cover it up, especially if they're a fire sign, fire or Taurus. It also kind of makes me think of that time where it was revealed too soon that Michael Jackson had passed away. And I'll never forget that day. I was like at work, and I used to work at WAMU before it became Chase. And I was on a computer, and I don't know, it was like nothing going on at work. So I was just like on the internet. I don't think we were supposed to be, but whatever. And so something happened, like the little Yahoo News story came up. Michael Jackson dead at blah blah blah. It's just like what my heart like just like fell. I'm not even like a huge Michael Jackson fan, but he's also like part of my life. So he's just super nostalgic for me. So like when that popped up, like my heart, I was like, oh my God. Like, and then it's like when a page refreshed, it just like covered it up. You typed it in, you couldn't find the story anywhere. And it was kind of like, I guess maybe they just tried to, I don't know, confirm it first, or maybe I don't know what happened. It was just like they tried to cover that up like real quick, fast, in a hurry. So I kind of feel like maybe something similar is going on like that, and it could be on a grander scale. Maybe it's just something in your personal life, but yeah, I feel like the truth comes out and then immediately starts getting covered up. I'm getting something about, maybe someone getting kicked out, or some sort of sudden changes to a living situation. Something might happen abruptly. Almost seems like maybe you're having to move. Maybe some information was withheld from, the building or the mortgage company, and something happens where now you got to move. It might be something that you're at fault with, and maybe not. Something just might be out of your hands. Yeah. And it seems like somebody is trying to establish some sort of authority or power, and is kind of being like knocked off their throne. It does make me feel like everything that somebody has built gets demolished. Now, it could also just be that you are working in construction or going through a construction zone, or they're tearing down the building that you're living in and rebuilding. Like something's going on. I'm getting something about demolition. Um, kind of feels like something is like an illusion, or something is being replaced with an illusion. So another thing I'm getting is like truth in plain sight, where you're watching a movie and you're like, this is like what's happening. This is exactly, you know, they're telling you right in the movie what they're getting ready to do. Or, and you know, that happens just like all the time. But I feel like maybe like you're really witnessing something that's unfolding right before your eyes, something that you just saw in a movie. Spiritually, I feel like somebody keeps dropping clues in your dreams, like somebody keeps leaving you clues, or keeps visiting you in dreams, but they don't say anything to you in real life. And matter of fact, this person might ignore you or avoid you in real life, but they keep visiting you in dreams. I also feel that someone is maybe trying to cover up a relationship. Oh, there's dreams. Yeah. Something about, again, illusions, or something is not real, or is only experienced in a dream state. Now, it also could be that there's a secret relationship going on, like somebody's having an affair, or they were. If somebody tried to leave a situation because they didn't want to be a part of that affair anymore, then I feel like this person is still trying to get something started again. Kind of like, oh, you know, you miss me, or it's not really over, is it? You know, I just kind of feel like somebody's trying to keep the illusion going, or keep the secret going. Yeah, and then there could be some sort of secret in regards to a water sign. You might be trying to cover up for a water sign or hide something for them. Yeah. Well, I'm getting a lot of energies that just kind of indicates like a cover up, some big cover up. Yeah. And somebody's life might be playing out like a fairy tale or a movie, but it's actually real. All right, so I will be right back and we'll start on deck number 2. Okay, I am back, and let's start with deck number 2. Now, the storytelling dice, you had tree. So, with tree, I kind of feel like it may be literally telling you something about a tree. Maybe you're needing to cut down a tree. Maybe there's some sort of obstruction or something obstructing your view. Maybe something is hidden near a tree, or maybe you lost something by a tree. Could also be talking about something in regards to the holiday. I was also getting something like mundane, like maybe it's time to cut your weeds. um, and then as far as trees, maybe it's talking about weed, you know, somebody growing trees. So yeah, those are some of the quick messages I'm getting for here. But also, I don't know why too, I'm getting something about the number 7 being significant and having to set boundaries. All right. So we have Justice. We have Daughter of Cups. We have the Lovers. We have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups. Overall energy. You have the Sun of Pentacles. Strength. And the Eight of Cups. Okay. So I feel like maybe in the past you had to walk away from a situation, even though you didn't want to, but you knew it was best. You had to go away. So I feel like you've gone through some sort of emotional transformation. Kind of feels too like maybe there was a time where you were feeling lost or depressed. And, you know, a little hopeless. But I feel like whatever you had to go through strengthened you. And I feel that you're able to handle anything that life throws at you. I feel like you're also coming off as courageous to somebody or several people, maybe to your family, or people who see you or know of you publicly. I feel too like maybe you're sometimes, even though you come off strong, there are times where you still would like to be comforted. Or instead of you always taking care of others or nurturing others, maybe you're wanting that for yourself. If you have a pet, it's likely that you like to snuggle up to your pet and talk about, you know, your daily issues or feel as if your pet is your only friend. But yeah, I feel like you've gone through a lot of things and have come out to be a stronger person. Now, there's also something that may be going on with an earth sign. There's a possibility that someone has been needing the courage to approach you. And it does look like you are, in regards to a love situation, you are going into some sort of soul agreement with someone. I feel that, you know, this person is your soulmate and maybe you guys are meant to have a family together. Or maybe you guys are meant to have a business together. It really looks like you're going to have the best of both worlds in some sort of situation. Karmically, I feel that you're about to receive what you deserve in a good way. I feel like you've been waiting for something to manifest or happen. It does look like, I feel like you're going to be happy. I've seen tears on here, but I kind of feel like these are tears of joy. And there's some sort of good news on the way. Also could be dealing with a Leo, Libra, Gemini, or water sign. I'm seeing forgiveness. There's a strong possibility that someone's going to be asking for your forgiveness, or is giving you an explanation as to why something happened or why they left. If this is new, I feel like somebody is asking for an opportunity to get to know you. Now, there's also an indicator of decisions needing to be made. I feel like you're going to have to weigh the pros and cons of a situation. I feel like you're going to be torn between two people, or torn between two situations. But it's like you're going back and forth. And it's like you've reached some sort of a crossroad. Seems like as soon as you make one decision, you know, something else gets thrown in your way. And it's kind of like, before you make that final decision, are you sure? Like, here's another option, or here's this. Did you think about this? So I feel like, you're going to be forced to kind of like make some sort of decision after you've already made up your mind about something. You might be asking yourself, are you sure about this? Somebody also might be asking you, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to go forward with this? Only red flag is that, usually these choices pop up around relationships. It indicates that somebody is maybe in a relationship, but they met each other. But I'm getting best of both worlds situation. I feel like you also have an ancestor or someone looking over you and your situation. And I feel that something is being divinely guided. Like, it's not a coincidence that you cross paths with someone, or that you have a connection with someone. I feel like this was orchestrated from the divine. So something was meant to happen. And whatever is going on in your life is about to bring you both emotional fulfillment and security. You also might be coming into some sort of money, some sort of inheritance. I feel like dreams are coming true. I feel that, I feel like Source is going to show you that their promise was true. Or that they're like, I promised you, and I feel like this is just revealing that whatever it is that you prayed about, or you felt like you had a pact with your creator, that they're going to show you that they were listening, or that, you deserve this. So I feel like there's some sort of good things on the way for you. Also may have made a promise with someone before they transition, and you're going to see, what they promised, or it's going to come into fruition. Definitely things are materializing for you. Definitely looks like you're leaving from, this empty, lonely situation into having everything that you want. I feel like you're not going to be lonely anymore. You're not going to be depressed anymore. Also in a love situation, I feel like somebody feels like they found everything that they were looking for. Maybe they feel like you fulfill everything off their checklist. And ultimately, I feel that you're finding peace in your life. Career-wise, even if this weren't talking about romantic relationships, it's still indicating that, your hopes and wishes are coming true. Maybe you sign a contract or a deal if it's entertainment. But even so, in a regular job, you still sign an agreement when you work at a company. Or if you're an entrepreneur, maybe you're signing a business contract with a client that you hoped that you would get, that you daydreamed or you thought was only in your dreams, and then it comes into fruition. So, I mean, I feel like this is good news for business. Spiritually, you know, maybe you're feeling fulfilled as well. Yeah. It's like you've been asking, when am I going to get this? Or when am I going to see that? When, you know, maybe you joked and asked about when you were going to get some money, or when were you going to be finished with, you know, this karma, that karma. And it just seems like it's happening now, or it's about to happen soon. If you already were in a relationship, it still seems like maybe something happened to bring you and your partner closer. Even if in the past there was temptation, I feel like everything worked out the way it was supposed to. Everything just falls into place perfectly. Your life might not be perfect for everybody, but it's perfect for you. So I feel like you're going to just be very happy, you know, where things are headed in your life. You also might be making a big purchase, maybe purchasing your first home, or your dream home. I feel like you've done what you were supposed to do for your ancestors. In regards to a court situation, I just feel like the judgment is on your side, or in your favor. Yeah, I kind of feel like somebody is like saying that they're sorry, or they want you to know that they're sorry. Or somebody is trying to repay you or make up for lost time. Or just pay you back what is owed to you. The only other thing, though, it does seem that if you agree to something, that you have to give something up. It's kind of like, you know, an exchange. I want to say it's universal laws, but I don't want to say that 100% because I haven't looked into that too much. But I get a feeling that it is kind of like relating to the universal law. Again, in a love situation, it just seems like maybe someone is opening up to you, expressing how they feel, even if just like a little bit. I feel like somebody is sharing a secret with you, or trying to regain your trust. If it's new, it still seems like somebody is trying to gain your trust. They're trying to share something with you to let you know that they're serious, or that they're honest, or, you know, this was on my mind. What do you think? I feel like you're also learning how to trust your own intuition in situations. Something might bring your family closer together. Your family or a relationship, like I said earlier, something is bringing people closer together. Um, Somebody might initially communicate with you through a dream, and then it becomes a reality. Okay, I'm kind of getting a situation where somebody is torn between an air sign and a water sign. And somebody is trying to see who they see themselves happiest with. I really feel like somebody was like, man, that'd be dope if I had both of them. So I don't know. That could be the case. And then this could be your decision. Maybe you're the one hoping that you end up with both people. So I'm also getting something about family growing or expanding. So a family member could be moving in, or maybe someone is giving birth or just gave birth, or maybe you are having to move in with family. I feel like somebody is finally having the courage to say, I love you, and that might be a big deal for them. And it looks like the feeling is mutual. Whatever good starts happening to you, I kind of feel like you start to think is too good to be true. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're like, this is too good to be true. I don't believe it's happening. I kind of feel like you're going to be in denial of something. Try not to push somebody away because you just think it's too good to be true. I feel like you're needing to more so embrace some sort of happy moment that you're having. Again, I'm getting something maybe being like bittersweet because something has to end in order for you to gain all this happiness and abundance. It's like you still have to let go or leave a situation as you walk into this new reality. It is like something's like a new reality for you. You're leaving behind an old life for this new one. And I feel like you're going to be a little nervous about it. You might see synchronicities of tens indicating some sort of change or ending. If you lost someone, I feel like this person is communicating that they're still close to you or still nearby you. I feel like somebody is giving you some sort of permission, or you might be doing something to respect someone's wishes, or it's like you're getting an approval for something. I feel like it's from an ancestor. Ancestors are they approve of something that you're doing. But if this is in relation to, you know, a loan or a job or so, it's like still just being like an approval for something. I feel like somebody wants to come be with you. Definitely could be some dream visitations, but in reality, somebody might want to come be with you, spend time with you. I just keep feeling like somebody is saying, I'm sure this is what I want. There's someone who sees you as somebody that they can spend the rest of their life with, or somebody that they can have a family with, or a baby with, depending on your age, of course. But either way, I feel that you are somebody's ideal partner. If there is someone who is your ideal partner, either your dream is going to come true, or someone just as good that you just didn't know it was going to happen that way, but you're going to be with your ideal partner. Something's definitely giving you clarity and clear direction. All right, so let's move on to deck number 3. And your story dice is lips. So I immediately just kind of like thought of like a kiss, so or some sort of flirtation. So I feel like maybe some of you have some sort of love message coming through, or confirmation of some sort of reciprocated love. I also feel like this could be talking about you watching what you eat. And not necessarily just for weight loss, but just for health reasons in general. I feel like you're going to be paying attention to what you eat. I feel like you're also going to be speaking more, communicating more. And I'm also starting to get Taurus and Gemini energies from here. All right, Justice came out in everybody's reading. 7 of Pentacles. King of Swords. The Magician. The Hierophant. Overall energy, 5 of Swords. 8 of Wands. And Temperance. All right. So I kind of feel like maybe you've been doing some sort of healing or purification. Maybe you've been taking spiritual baths. Maybe you've been celibate. I feel like maybe you've been just trying to establish some sort of balance and peace in your life. There's also an indication that maybe you've been very patient for just waiting for something to happen. You've been very patient. in whatever situation you're in. Spiritually or metaphysically, I feel that somebody has been channeling you or calling out to you. I feel like you're tapped into somebody's energy. You and somebody are connected, and I feel like you're able to communicate back and forth with each other. There's someone that you have a spiritual link with. I feel like if you guys were to have an opportunity to be together, it would be a very tranquil connection, very spiritual. You would balance each other. However, I feel like there's been some sort of blockages or miscommunication or distance between people. Someone might be feeling like their efforts are unnoticed. Something happens too that makes you, I don't know, not trust people or feel a little guarded or defensive. It may be that there's some sort of frustration with telepathic communication instead of having a direct conversation, and that's why, you know, those lips definitely were talking about communication and speaking. You may need to set boundaries, or maybe that's what you've been doing. Maybe by setting certain boundaries, you know, people take that the wrong way because you're just trying to keep the peace or keep something in balance. And it does look like maybe something was moving too fast, and then maybe you said wait or stop, but they interpret it as maybe possible disinterest or rejection in a sense, but it wasn't that. Either you're wanting someone to be patient with you or they want you to be patient with them. Something has you needing to put things into perspective and to view a situation objectively before making a judgment. You're being asked to really put yourself in someone else's shoes and to dissect the situation fully. Don't make a decision based off of pieces of information either. I feel like you need to have more information so you can make an informed decision. I feel like you are about to come to some sort of an agreement with somebody. It could be a job, it could be a relationship. You might also be needing to deal with some sort of legal matters. Make sure you understand what you're agreeing to, because there might be, some sort of trickery or something in, fine print that is deceptive or confusing. Hire a lawyer if you need to for any situation that you might be in. You could be dealing with a lawyer. Also, possible energies are Taurus, air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sagittarius. Somebody's energy is also kind of hard to read. 1 minute somebody is coming off defensive, and 1 minute somebody is coming off very interested, flirtatious. Yeah, I feel like somebody's energy is very confusing. And yeah, see, I do see some sort of flirtation initially and somebody being stopped or pushed away. Somebody might say something and then try to cover it up if they feel like you're not going to agree with them, or I don't know, or maybe you're doing this, but I feel like somebody might say something and then start to feel judged and try to kind of like change up what they were saying. Mm, you might get hired to do something that requires reviewing uh, contracts, um, or you could be hired to do any type of work that has like laws. It's like having something to do with laws and abiding by some sort of laws. I don't know why I'm getting the energy of somebody who is saying they swear, but like they have their fingers crossed behind their back, or they say they swear, but in their mind they're like talking about they swear something else. They're saying they swear to you, but in their mind they're like, I really swear to this. So someone is pretty good at mixing truth and lies or deflecting. But on a positive note, I feel like somebody is multi-talented, and is a good performer. That could be, and maybe performing is required for a job. So I feel like somebody's really good at performing. Somebody's really good at what they do, period. I'm feeling like you're needing to sharpen your skills with something, or somebody is coming into your life to sharpen your skills or your wit. There's a strong possibility that you might be going back to school. Maybe you're having to apply for a loan. There may be something false on somebody's legal document. And it could be something just as simple as someone's height or weight. Career-wise, I feel that you could be offered some sort of position, but you want to think about it because I feel like it's going to take a lot of responsibility, or you have to be very disciplined. You have to follow rules. But I feel like you might have some sort of job offer on the way. I feel like somebody is making some sort of decision to leave and go somewhere else. It could be leave one person and go to another, or it could be leave a job and go to another, leave an apartment and go to a new one. So I kind of feel like somebody is, but returning, not a new one, returning to something from the past. I feel like somebody is deciding to face a past person or situation. It could be returning to work. It also looks like someone is choosing to forgive and to not focus on the past. I feel like you're going to be dealing with some kind of serious matters this week. It could be pertaining to health or finances, but it seems like you might have to deal with some sort of important decisions. I kind of feel like somebody's going to be tricked into a commitment somehow. I don't know. It's weird. So, of course, for a career, maybe someone did not quite understand a job description or was misled by the job description and agree to commit to this particular job. Or somebody is being tricked into some sort of committed relationship. I'm not sure how that's going to play out, but it just seems like someone gets tricked into a commitment. Something could start off as doing something like, let me use your address. And it's just like, okay, I guess. And then the next thing you know, somehow this person is actually living there. So I don't know what this is, but it does seem like somebody's being tricked into something. Okay, so here too is talking about your patience. I feel like, something is telling you to just hold on or just to continue to be patient. You're going to get a break. Like, you're going to see that something is happening, but then it's going to take like a little pause. And I feel like the universe is like, just be patient. Like, more is coming or it's not finished. Like, something's going on where, the universe wants you to keep being patient for something. I feel like you're also being put into some sort of position where you've been chosen to help or resolve some sort of an issue or to mediate a situation. You're like, I didn't want to do this, but it's like it's almost like you're being nominated. You're like, I didn't put my name in any and I can't think of the word now, but you're like, I didn't choose this, but people are choosing you or nominating you for something. Could be that somebody is, I don't know, somebody is kind of like, can we be friends? And you're like, I don't want to be friends. But it's like maybe the friendship does turn into something long term or some kind of commitment. There's a strong possibility that an air sign has been thinking about you a lot. Or you have been thinking about an air sign or an earth sign. Point being though, I feel like someone sees you as their soulmate, or they can envision themselves with you. And this is similar to what the second deck just said, that somebody feels like they want to have a family with you, or they just see the two of you together. Somebody might be afraid to admit that they can see that. There's a fear there. There's some sort of hesitation. And I almost feel too like the minute you focus on someone new, that someone from the past is going to pop up. Somebody could indirectly be pursuing you, or pursuing you in a way that is disguised as a friendship, or something else. I feel like somebody is also indirectly saying that they love you, or finding clever ways to say that they love you. Of course, depending on if you actually know this person. There's that friendship. Yeah, I feel like somebody is coercing you into a friendship. It's a relationship might start off as one thing and then magically turn into something else before you know it, or before you realize what's happening. I feel like it's like, oh my God, like we're in a commitment, or I can't believe this just happened. So I kind of feel like something morphs into something else, and you don't even see it coming. Maybe even if you're looking at something, or it's like you're aware, but by the time something happens, it's like too late. In a love situation, I also feel like you might unintentionally come in between two people. Like you didn't even know what was going on. You didn't know nothing about something. And before you know it, somebody's moving on with you. Somebody also might initially say that they're not looking for a relationship and that they're looking for fun. But then the next thing you know, you guys are acting like a couple and they're not talking to anybody else, and it's just the two of you. So I just kind of feel like something unusual like that might happen. Does seem like somebody is covering up their intentions. As far as a work situation, be careful that somebody is not lying on you or stealing credit for something that you did. If you work in an entertainment field, make sure that nobody's stealing your ideas. Also, professionally, I see someone being hired to either lie or hired to spy. Like lying or spying is part of the job description. And it also could be for government. Even if it is for government, I feel like that's part of the description. Yeah, I almost feel like somebody is being paid to put out lies or to cause a distraction. So especially maybe if somebody is a journalist, maybe, you know, a journalist wants to tell the truth, but they're being misled or something, so that what they put out is misleading. I'm also getting something in regards to something being like a front. Some business is like a front for something else. Also, there could be something inappropriate going on at work where you're being called in for a meeting, and it's really that they called you in for a date or to get to know you. Yeah. All right, so those are all the messages that I'm getting for you guys, but hopefully some things resonated. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.